my life for a very long time. I get a sense of satisfaction knowing that my guests came, experienced Bahamian cuisine, fine service, just the sheer joy that they get from my service is enough satisfaction for me.
Hey buddy, are you on TV? Look, are you on TV? Mom, guess what it is? That's me. Bartender, do you see me? Are you on television? I gotta tell my girlfriend are you on television.
Hello?
Babe, turn your television to ZNS.
Quick, are you on television?
I don't have a TV in here.
We have Wi-Fi though.
We have Wi-Fi.
That's fine. They upgrade now. You can watch it live from your phone.
You just have to download the app.
All right, hold on.
Go to the App Store, type in ZNS, download the app, and you'll be able to watch ZNS straight from your phone. Hurry up before it's over again.
Get your news and more anytime, anywhere with the new ZNS app. Stay connected from around the globe with our live stream news updates, all in the palm of your hand. You can also listen to the ZNS Radio Network for your favorite music. Go into your Apple or Google Play Store and download the ZNS app today.
Miss I's a star now. I still gotta pay?
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, first at 6. Nurses get a commitment from the health minister on outstanding issues. Police slow down speeders, find out how many tickets they handed out before the crack of dawn today.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, first at 6. This portion of the news is brought to you by BTC Every Day.
Some good news for nurses across the evening, everyone. I'm Keishla Adderley, and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, first at 6. Well, Health Minister Dr. Dwayne Sands indicating that all outstanding matters involving public service workers in the nursing profession are being addressed. The Health Minister said nurses are making a valuable contribution to the country, and their outstanding matters, including financial issues, are being addressed as a matter of priority.
Most, if not all of these matters will be dealt with by August of 2018, save for those things that require phenomenal due diligence. There are claims for various allowances and expenses and mileage and so on and so forth that have to be compared to other records. Some of these things have been outstanding since 2015. I wish I could say that it's going to take a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks. But as each matter is resolved, that allows us to make appropriate payments.
Now, the health minister also gave an update on the controversial new shift system for nurses.
The previous executive had agreed in writing to modify a long-standing system whereby the night shift in the public hospital authority systems work 4 shifts on and then they get 4 days off. So 4 on, 4 off. That creates a tremendous challenge for staffing. And that has been a bone of contention as to what concessions would be allowed, what premium would be placed on that shift once you went from 4 on, 4 off to 5 on, 2 off. And the PHA has agreed that those nurses should be paid a premium.
In other news, the grounds of Bahamas Academy on Marshall Road were filled with persons seeking medical services today. It was part of the 4-day Freedom Medical Clinic, which started today. General medical services are being offered, including free medical and dental exams. President of the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists, Paul Scavella, talks about the initiative.
The clinic is being conducted in conjunction with our health department at the South Bahamas Conference with Freedom Clinic International. It's open to the public. As a matter of fact, I've seen so many people here who are not Adventists, and we're just happy to be able to service the public because that's the mission that God has given us, to help those who are less fortunate, those who have needs. And when we address people's needs, then we're better able to share the gospel with them.
Now, the nonprofit organization has more than 50 volunteers in the country. Executive Director Ann Burnett says every patient is being tested for diabetes and hypertension.
We're screening for that, and anyone with elevated readings will obviously see the medical doctor and be counseled on that. So it's general medicine that's being practiced. For the eye care services that's being offered, it includes an examination, and prescription glasses will be generated. So that's a tremendous blessing to them, I know. And then for dental, which is a tremendous need, I understand. Dental services will include examination, where we determine what service needs to be done, and we'll be offering extractions, which I'm told is called pulling here.
Well, today is World Day Against Trafficking in Persons. The initiative seeks to remind people that all too often migrants are exposed to exploitation and abuse when in search of a better way of life away from their homes. Members of the Trafficking in Persons Committee and volunteers hit the streets this morning, handing out brochures in hopes of raising awareness.
Hoping at the end of the day that more persons become aware, and by becoming aware, they will report whatever they see that is awry, and the Trafficking in Persons Committee will try to do the investigations. We are in 4 locations, and in every location we are distributing 5,000 brochures. So today we are attempting to distribute 20,000 brochures to the Bahamian public.
A stolen vehicle recovered this morning by the Royal Bahamas Defense Force. According to reports, Lyford Key Security reported that a 20-foot blue and white open-hull pleasure craft was stolen around 3 o'clock this morning, and a search immediately began. The police also joined in the search and informed the Marines that the stolen craft was in the Seabreeze area. With the use of the Marines drone, the boat was discovered in the Seabreeze Canal. Investigations are ongoing. Tuned. There's more news to come. You're watching The Bahamas Tonight, first at 6.
When school ends, BTC summer vacation begins. That means freedom to switch it up and break a few rules.
I am flying overseas and when she touch down, she not stop call me. And I nothing for me breed, girl. Me want no feud like a Bob Marley. Me fix them.
Freedom to mix and, of course, mingle. Freedom to go wild and take the fun to a whole new level. Join the BTC Summer Vacation for exclusive rewards, cool prizes, and more.
Okay.
BTC, the bigger, better network.
Get ready! Commonwealth Bank wants to make this your best summer ever. Get the loan you need at a special discount this summer only. Cash for your best vacation, best laughs, best memories. And want to know the best part? You could win a trip for 4. So don't wait. The discount ends soon. Talk to us today about your best summer ever loan. Approval is fast and easy. Conditions apply.
Summer is here, and it's the time of year we love getting together with family and friends. And nothing shows your love more than one of KFC's new buckets. KFC's Bucket Love is all about our freshly prepared chicken, delicious sides, and hot buttery biscuits starting at just $20. KFC, it's finger looking good.
Now, Vanessa, you look stressed out.
Girl, listen, I here on my little piece of lunch break trying to pay these bills. I gotta go head to BTC, then I gotta go fly to BEC, and then I gotta go swim to water and sewage.
Girl, look, save your time and your gas, all right? Make one stop.
How? Take your backside to Cash and Go. You pay all 3 of them bills one time. It's one line, one place,
What a bunch of locations.
You think I should go now?
Vanessa, you ain't reached yet? Cash and Go. Fast, free, convenient. Call 322-CASH for more information.
This portion of the news brought to you by Commonwealth Bank, your leader in personal banking.
Statistics indicate that the Bahamas spends $1.4 billion on its import bill. The Ministry of Agriculture's Entrepreneur Empowerment Summer Camp was all about teaching young people how to create and manufacture goods and hopefully lower that figure. During a closing out ceremony today at the Mall Marathon, Agriculture Minister the Honorable Michael Pintard applauded the youngsters and talked about the importance of a creative economy.
The actress Mary Lou Cook described creativity as inventing, experimenting, growing, taking risks, breaking rules, making mistakes, and having fun. Clearly, the exhibition that you see before you demonstrate that our young people have done all of those things, and they are truly a part of our creative economy. And as many of you know, the creative sector is one of the fastest growing segments of national economies internationally.
Well, one of the students we talked to says the camp changed her outlook on life.
When I first embarked on the camp, I wasn't quite sure about it. I didn't really have a lot of knowledge on agriculture or being an entrepreneur. I basically had my goals in life already set out. But as I got into the different lectures, like the 10 lectures that we did, I realized that even with my goals of wanting to be a heart surgeon and a track and field athlete, that I can still be an entrepreneur on the side and save money as well, because as you can see, we made crafts, jams, pepper sauce, and facial products what I really liked.
Well, finally in this segment, how well do you know your family's genealogy? One Bahamian family is keeping their family legacy alive with the Agnes Johnson Family Reunion. This family is keen on teaching the next generation about their history, as DeAndre Williamson tells us.
So Agnes Johnson had 5 children: Charlie, Edward, Sonny, Johnny, and Mary.
250 descendants of Agnes Johnson gathered this weekend for the 34th fun-filled family reunion.
For the Agnes Johnson Reunion Group, family is not the important thing, it's the main thing. Because when we look at the social fabric of our country and we see the social ills, we do not look to the root of the family to say that it begins there. So if a child is not formed in the family, then the child does not have an identity. And as a result of that, that is the driving force behind our family.
Agnes Johnson was a freed slave born in 1814. She lived in the Berry Islands with her husband, Charles. The descendants are like sand on the seashore, proud to share their connection through the family trees they made.
Agnes and Charles had Charles, and Charles had James, James had Olive, and Olive had my grandmother, which was the firstborn, and Vera had, 8 kids? My mother was the first, Carolyn, which this is her here.
This massive genealogy project stemmed from the creation of this family tree by John Tucker in 1987. He is the great-great-grandson of Agnes Johnson. This family tree stands strong because its roots are grounded in love.
So many people don't have an opportunity to love hard and strong. And the beauty of having a root of a country that's proud, that stands strong, is a blessing.
100 members of the clan came from all over the U.S. to celebrate and shared some history too.
When we had the first one here in the Bahamas in '86, it was such a pleasure to see. This is a crowd, we was much larger.
You see people that strive for excellence in this family. There are doctors, lawyers, utility managers, educators. The list goes on.
Relatives who passed on were remembered, and as the reunion ended, the family looks toward the future.
As we grow from strength to strength, we hope to get more people involved within the family so that one day we'll establish the Agnes Johnson Foundation.
For ZNS Network News, I'm DeAndre Williamson.
Well, that does it for this segment of news.
By Commonwealth Bank, the leader in personal banking services.
For a moment, we've missed the mark or we've fallen short. But this generation of Over the Hill young people are bringing back the value and the principle on which their forefathers has taught them.
The proceeding was brought to you courtesy of the Over the Hill project.
Your life is in the moment and on the go. And your credit card? It's right there with you. Turn on mobile location confirmation for your Visa credit card from CIBC First Caribbean and reduce the likelihood of declined transactions when you travel. CIBC First Caribbean. Banking that fits your life.
You can count on me. Just call me and I'll come.
My first memory of music would have been a performance when everyone was singing the song. The song was drop down and come up slow, and everyone in the crowd was singing. I was amazed. I was in shock.
I did not always want to be a performer, I actually wanted to be a doctor. And when I was on my way to med school, I had this whole epiphany, and I went to Berklee College of Music, and that's when I made the switch.
If I weren't singing, I'd be singing. I love track and field.
Many different things inspire me. It isn't anything specific. It's just, just enjoying the environment. And that's what I think music should be about, being free.
Tap of a button, I'm able to get in contact with persons all the way across the world. Technology acts as that bridge that keeps me connected.
BTC in one word, I would have to say clutch.
Connected. Family.
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 Every day, every day, every day.
ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. A busy Sunday for Team Bahamas at the 23rd edition of the Central American and Caribbean Games in Colombia. We're going to start off with a look at our men's basketball team as they tipped off competition against Mexico. They didn't fare too well in this one, going down 83-65.
It is what it is. We didn't have many games coming in, but I thought they did a good job. And I think what they really was able to accomplish in the last closing minutes is momentum going into the game tomorrow.
On to the track now. Ken Mullings competing in the men's decathlon. He picked up 850 points for his clearance of 6'8" and 3/4 in the men's high jump. He finished day one with 3,188 points. The women's 400-meter hurdle semifinals also on the track yesterday. Running in the second and final heat was Katrina Seymour. She came in 6th in 58.37 seconds and did not advance.
Pretty strong. What I just wanted to do, because I know lane 2 was very competitive. She's behind me. I said to myself, if she caught me too soon, then I wasn't doing what I needed to do. But I attacked the first few hurdles, and then I tried to maintain and just finish the race.
Andre Colebrook also failing to make it through to the final in the men's 400 hurdles. He too was 6th in his heat in 51.45.
It wasn't a good race for me altogether. Stumbled on a few hurdles, couldn't get the technique down and couldn't get my leg down in time.
Running in the inner lane, was that also difficult for you?
It was sort of difficult for me because like my first time running in the inner lane, so I mean, I don't know. It was hard.
Did you have an opportunity to look at the time? If so, are you pleased with it?
No, not pleased.
In tennis, our women's doubles team also had a setback in their semifinal, losing in straight sets 6-2 and 1, but they were still able to move on to the bronze medal match.
It's our first time actually playing together. We don't really have much experience playing together, but I felt like we fought and we tried our best.
I definitely think that our energy could have been a little bit higher, and on the big points, like the deuce points, we could have, I guess, been more aggressive. Wasn't there today, but overall, like Simone said, you know, there's always room for improvement.
Back here at home, Bahamians and visitors alike about a month away from being able to relive all the greatness in the history of 242 sports, courtesy of the Bahamas Sports Museum, situated at the foot of Pawtuski Dock Bridge in the Old Gold's Gym building. It consists of memorabilia and photos of athletes that have made it to the world stage in their sport. It opens to the public in September and is geared mostly towards school-age kids.
We want them to come on field trip visits, come into the museum, look around, learn about these people. There'll be books and all to go with these heroes that they can read about later. But just to see them identify, know that there was a Kingsley Poitier and a Glenn Wells who were top of the world, and they didn't know anything about it.
In addition to the photos and memorabilia, there are also monitors on the wall.
You'll see someone like Pauline Davis, Tonique, Avad, they'll come up and it'll say, meet Pauline Davis Thompson. She started a career in '82. She was at Carifta, blah, 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 blah. And then it goes on to say, but she's best remembered for winning a gold medal at the 2000 Olympic Games in Sydney. And then the race will be shown.
From the minor league baseball diamond yesterday, Anthony Seymour 1 for 4 in Jupiter's 3-2 loss to Dunedin. Chavez Young was 1 for 3 in RBI as Lansing lost to Dayton 8-2. Josh Rado Chisholm 1 for 5, 2 runs batted and a run scored as Visalia lost to Lancaster 5-4. As for Lucius Fox, he was 0 for 3 with a run scored in Charlotte's 10-2 win over St. Lucie. The Luther Softball Association's Austin King St. Louis tournament that took place over the weekend at the Twin City Arena in North Palmetto Point. In the ladies division, the defending New Providence champs, the Sunshine Auto Wildcats, they won the gold medal. Grand Bahamas Cleats and Cleavages, they finished up in second with the Angels from Eleuthera in third. On the men's side, it was all about the Palmetto Point Panthers. They won the championship over the JC Blue Water Jets. Back here in the capital, 2 games tonight in the Bahamas Government Departmental Basketball Association at the AF Adelaide Gym. Airport Authority Avengers up first against the Police Enforcers. Defense Force Mariners, they follow against the Game Changers. Well, it's still a couple of months away, but plans are well underway for the Bernie Russell Memorial Pool Tournament, which is now into its 8th year. The dates are November 8th through 11th in Grand Bahama.
This year, we're expecting players from all over the world. Already I have players from Canada, quite a bit out of the US, and a couple of players even out of Barbados already making interest in signing up. This year, we're going to resume going back to the Grand Lucayan Hotel. Last year, we were affected by Hurricane Irma, and so this year, we're going to be headed back to the Grand Lucayan Hotel, where we're going to have a Vegas-style 36 tables venue, and hopefully we'll have no hurricanes coming the way again this year to affect us.
The Bahamas Professional Golf Tour is poised to set a new golfing pace and increase and heighten professional golfing awareness and exposure to the professional golfing community, dedicated to the advancement of professional golfing standards and opportunities both locally and internationally. The tour is spearheaded by the passionate young Bahamian golfer, Ricardo Davis.
On average, we're around 40 golfers per tournament. This is our 3rd event. We do have international presence as well. Our winner of the first 2 events is from Houston, Texas. His name is David Harris. So we're getting more and more internationals to come on board, along with the local pros here. This is to help the juniors between 16 and 18 and then moving into college have a transition period, because what happens to all of our golfers here, after they reach a certain age, they're not able to pay to play golf, because it's so expensive. So what I do is I actually have a foundation that I'm building. I'm going to give to junior golfers and also to the Reach Foundation, which is for autism.
That is your first look at sports. Don't go anywhere. First at 6 is back after the break.
ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
The public is advised that on Tuesday, 31st of July, 2018, the Passport Office will close at 2 p.m. and reopen on Wednesday, 1st of August for normal business hours. Regrets for any inconvenience caused.
James Aubrey. Now that Bahamas residents can fly or cruise free to the Family Islands, what are your summer vacation plans?
I'm going to Abaco.
And there is no better time than now with the 2 Fly or Cruise Free promotion, where all residents of the Bahamas can fly or cruise free to the Family Islands from Nassau. Refresh, reconnect, and unwind in the Family Islands. For details, go to bahamasresidents.com and fly or cruise free to the Family Islands today.
Everybody, I on TV. Look, I on TV. Mom, guess what it is? That's me. Bartender, do you see me? I on television. I gotta tell my girlfriend I on television.
Hello?
Babe, turn your television to ZNS. Quick, I on television.
I don't have a TV in there.
We have Wi-Fi though.
We have Wi-Fi.
That's fine. They upgrade. Now you can watch it live from your phone. You just have to download the app.
All right, hold on.
Go to the App Store, type in ZNS, download the app, and you'll be able to watch ZNS straight from your phone. Hurry up before it's over again.
Get your news and more anytime, anywhere with the new ZNS app. Stay connected from around the globe with our live stream news updates, all in the palm of your hand. You can also listen to the ZNS Radio Network for your favorite music. Go into your Apple or Google Play Store and download the ZNS app today.
Present check. Miss, I just star now. I still gotta pay.
You thought it was the talk of the town, but get ready for more.
More energy, more excitement, exhilarating, compelling, informative, educational talk on The Conversation.
I'm Shanique Miller. Pull up a chair with a cup of tea and join me weekdays at 4 on Radio Bahamas, 1540 AM, 104.5 FM, and The Light, 810 AM for The Conversation. I'm excited to have you around the table.
Time now for weather.
In our first look at weather, conditions just not favorable for tropical cyclone development, and we anticipate that it will remain so at least for the next 3 to 4 days. And then we take a look at our satellite picture. We have much of the convectivity to the west of us, and that's gradually shifting towards the west, but still it will fire pockets of showers and thunderstorms over parts of the northwest Bahamas tonight through tomorrow. And thereafter, we anticipate some change in our weather. We'll tell you all about that later in the newscast. High pressure is in control of the central and southeastern islands, but we do have a tropical wave which is moving toward the west. That will bring some showers to the Turks and Caicos Islands in the extreme southeast Bahamas during the course of tonight. Outside of our studios, we are under partly sunny skies, your temperature 86 degrees, relative humidity at 69%. The winds are out of the southeast at 12 miles per hour. Your barometric pressure 1,017.8 millibars, that's 30.06 inches, and it is steady. That's going to do it for your first look at weather at 6. Stay tuned, more weather is still to come.
Well, that does it for us in the Bahamas Tonight. First at 6. Stay tuned, though. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, is straight ahead.
The Smiths Point seawall nearing completion. Poor working conditions at the post office being addressed. And you can still give to the cause to keep the Regency Theater alive.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Shashina Roll Parkinson. As always, it is so great to have you with us. Topping the news this evening, we have an update tonight on two major infrastructural projects underway on this island. Both projects are worth millions of dollars, and while one is progressing, the other one has encountered a delay. Italia Hall talks with the Works Minister about these critical infrastructural developments.
For many years, coastal erosion has been an issue in the Smiths Point community, but according to the Minister of Works, the Honorable Desmond Bannister, that will be no more. WA Construction was awarded the contract for the Smiths Point seawall in August of 2017. Minister Bannister had an opportunity to view the progress of the seawall, and he says he's very impressed.
It's the kind of quality of work that you can be proud about in your community when you see contractors doing work at that standard. And they were using all the right materials. If you look in the sidewalks, they're using chairs, they're not using rocks. They're doing things that are standard that you can be very proud about in this community. That's one of the reasons we're having this seminar today, because we need everybody to be able to bring their work up at a standard that makes the community proud, and that when you spend the taxpayers' money on it, that is work that you know is going to last. You've seen the difference between that seawall and the seawalls you went to see in East Grand Bahama. It tells you a difference about the quality of work. I'm going to have to rebuild those seawalls, spend more of my money and your money, and I'm going to make sure while under my 10 years minister, that doesn't happen again.
He says the seawall will soon be completed.
I think they're doing the last pouring yesterday. It's going to be a beautiful place to go out on the beach. The sand is coming back on that beach now. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful beach. And they're going to pave the road. They've dug the deep wells. It's going to really be a wonderful place for this community.
As for the Fishing Hole Road Bridge, that was expected to be completed last month. There is no set completion date because the minister says there were some challenges.
The consultant, I asked the consultant to take certain measures. I wanted to make sure that causeway was safe. He has some interesting equipment that he brought in, which is effectively an X-ray machine for concrete, and he's subjected it to that. I understand that he is now very happy with where they're going. When that is finished, it's going to be something that will be safe, and that's my priority when we do these things. We may not meet the deadlines, but it's going to be safe for this community, and it's going to be there for years and years to come.
Italia Hall, ZNS Network News.
Now to another infrastructural issue. The Freeport Post Office is having its share of challenges as employees continue to complain about the poor working conditions. Tonight, the Minister of State for Grand Bahama says help is on the way. The Minister of State for Grand Bahama says that the government is also working hard to address issues at the post office once and for all. Employees have been complaining about the working conditions. Ceiling tiles are missing and the building is not fully air conditioned.
I can say with respect to the post office that, again, they also have some serious issues. They are in a similar position with respect to the Ministry of Works, that we expect to see shortly some overall work being done through the Ministry of Works with respect to the post office.
He contends that they are working assiduously to address these matters soon.
We are in the process now of bringing some temporary relief to them. Their main issue is with respect to air conditioning. And so we are in the process now, so within the next, should be within the next few days, we should be able to bring some temporary relief to some of the workers at the post office.
He adds that once renovations are complete on the various government buildings, proper maintenance must be priority.
One of the things that the government has to continue to do, and I think the government is mindful of, is that we must maintain our government buildings. And so what we're going to be doing is, particularly with respect to the courthouse and with respect to the post office, is to be performing some major renovations to those buildings. And once those major renovations are done, then it will be good for us to then continue with maintaining them.
In other news, the nation's leader giving an update on the OBAN deal. Last month, the Minister of Labor, Dion Fowlkes, announcing that the government will have an amended heads of agreement for the controversial OBAN Energies deal in a matter of weeks. Fowlkes noted that the new agreement will be more pleasing for Bahamians and residents of East End in particular, as it will set out better environmental terms and protections. While on Grand Bahama Friday, we spoke with the Prime Minister about the pending changes.
Dion Fowlkes heads a committee that's looking at that. That committee has not yet reported, so I have not seen the official report. When they're completed, they would then submit that report to Cabinet, at which time we would review the report and we would look and make decisions that's in the best interest of Bahamians.
Now, the government signed the $5.5 billion agreement with OBAN Energies back in February for an oil refinery and storage facility for East Grand Bahama. In news from the crime beat, 3 Jamaican men appearing in court last week charged with engaging in gainful occupation. Alexander Brown, 53, Calvin Brown, 47, and Binion Woolery, 37. The men were found working at a local restaurant making renovations and repairs. The men appearing before Magistrate Debbie Ferguson changed their plea to guilty. They were convicted and given a fine of $3,000 or in default spent 18 months in prison. The men were able to pay the fine and have since flown to the detention center to await repatriation. Meantime, Bahamian Alan Newman was charged with employing the Jamaican men without first obtaining a work permit from the Director of Immigration. Newman changed his initial plea to guilty and he paid a fine of $3,000. Still on news from the crime beat, a 34-year-old Jamaican national arrested at the Freeport Harbor yesterday for possession of dangerous drugs. Reports are that shortly after 5 p.m., he presented himself for inspection at security checkpoint, where it was discovered that he had 2 packages of suspected cocaine taped to his body. He was arrested and taken into police custody. The suspected cocaine weighed around 2 pounds and has an estimated street value of $14,000. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Stay with us. There's more news right after this.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Dolly Madison, Freeport's original home center.
What if the solutions to your household challenges was just around the corner? Like upgrading to rooms to go furniture, landscaping your property, modernizing your kitchen, fixing your plumbing and electrical issues, Ace Paint for your home, television upgrade, and electronics. Tools to simplify household repair, awesome kitchen gadgets and utensils, machines and tools for yard work, outdoor furniture and grilling supplies. You've got challenges, Dolly Madison's got the solutions.
Come on down. Now,
you can win big with Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box Summer Deal. Not only will you get 2 delicious medium one-topping pizzas, 5 breadsticks, and juicy wings, and a refreshing 2-liter Coke, you get to enter to win a fabulous 7-day Caribbean cruise for 2 with Gateway Travel on Carnival Cruise Lines.
Mom and Dad can use it, and we got money.
Pizza Hut's Big Dinner Box Summer Deal can make you a winner. Other prizes also available. Win big.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Gold Rock Concrete, now manufacturing 4, 6, and 8-inch concrete blocks and ready-mix concrete.
From the Bahamas, sun, sand, and sea. A lot of activities, but for you and me. If you don't believe me, then come follow me. Come right down to this place and we call it KFC. KFC the Big Cheese. We got the Big Cheese. KFC the Big Cheese. We got the Big Cheese.
Hey, have you heard? ZNS is everywhere you are when you download the new ZNS app. Whether you're on the move or just kicking back. Miss something on the news? It's there. Want to keep up with a live update? It's there. Or just want to listen to your favorite station? It's there too. Download the app now from the App Store and Google Play Store.
The Awards and Science Center has everything you need to help you give that special someone the most amazing personalized creative gift. One-of-a-kind floral arrangements to brighten someone's day. Recognition awards ranging from plaques to trophies. And yes, even tombstones to memorialize your loved ones. Visit the Awards and Science Center and be dazzled by our vast, beautiful array of supplies on West Atlanta Drive. The Awards and Science Center.
It's the 4th annual Sea Grape Homecoming. Friday, August 3rd is the old school welcome party at the Sea Grape Park. Gates open at 6 p.m. Kids under 12 are free. Covering the Northern Bahamas, you're watching the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Rector of the Pearl Cathedral of Christ the King preparing to move on to a new assignment. Come September 1st, Archdeacon Harry Bain will leave Grand Bahama to take up the post of Dean of Christ Church Cathedral in New Providence. The vestry and members of Christ the King are now planning a grand farewell to show their appreciation to the Archdeacon for his contributions to the community of Grand Bahama.
He leaves, it will bring to a close, in my humble opinion, one of the most glorious chapters in the stellar history of the Pearl Cathedral of Christ the King.
Archdeacon Bain has played such a major role, not just at the Pearl Cathedral of Christ the King, but throughout Grand Bahama. I've had the privilege of working with him in education and in the ordained ministry.
Father Bain played a very significant role in the Grand Bahama Christian community in that he was elected during his early arrival in Grand Bahama as Vice President of the Grand Bahama Christian Council and then President of the Grand Bahama Christian Council.
And we're all going to miss him. His insight, his wisdom, his example, his commitment to Christ and to the body of Christ.
Well, there are a number of activities planned on Friday, August 10th. A gala banquet will be held in his honor at the Grand Lucayne Resort. A commemorative magazine will also be produced, and a special service will be held at the church on Sunday, August 26th at 4 p.m.
ZNS will feature Father Archdeacon Bain during the Church Speaks episode, and that'll be aired on August the 16th at 7 p.m. We invite everyone to please listen and please call in. Give him your expression of kindness. Let him know that what he's done here in Grand Bahama meant a world to all of us.
We don't want to be sad because he's leaving us. We want to celebrate the fact that he's going to now do more in God's vineyard. He's going to a higher post as Dean of the Cathedral in Nassau.
More information, you can contact the church or send an email to farewellcanonbain@gmail.com. Switching gears now, there is a campaign underway to keep the Regency Theater alive. The Center for the Performing Arts has been a part of the Grand Bahama community for decades, but due to lack of public support, it is on the verge of closing its doors. On Sunday, volunteers came together to host a telethon in hopes of saving the Center for the Performing Arts.
No amount is too small. 603 give.
Those in the performing arts say they will not stand idly by and allow the doors of the Regency Theater to close without a fight. This Sunday, members and volunteers came together and hosted a telethon to raise $100,000 for immediate repairs. Some volunteers offered their help through manning the phone lines, while others performed through song and dance. President LaSalle Harris says they received $20,000 from an anonymous donor, and there are those who are calling in to pledge their support. Yet, she says they still have a long way to go.
And we really do need the assistance to keep the theater open. The AC units are in deplorable condition, and we are at the stage now where we do have to replace them entirely. And we just do not have the funds to replace them. So every little bit, every large bit will help.
Past President Kay Hardy says she has been a part of the theater since 1972 and adds that every member of the Regency Theater is a volunteer. She adds that it is not easy maintaining the facility, but they do it for the love of the arts.
$50 just to switch the light on. So could you imagine how much it would cost to air condition here and the auditorium and the back of the auditorium and the dressing room and then the dance theatre? I mean, it's huge. People in New York would go mad if they had a theatre like this, you know.
Sarah Kirkby has been a part of the center since she was a child and boasts that there is no other center for performing arts in the Bahamas that can compare to the Regency Theater.
We have the only proper theater that has huge back sets. We have makeup room. We have everything that you can imagine a proper theaters. So we can have people flying in. This was built here when Sir Jack came and built this theater along with the people who came and built it with him in they were early 60s. It was just a hub of activity, and to have a quality theater like this is amazing.
If you're interested in donating, you can dial 603-GIVE. You can check out their GoFundMe page or write a check to the Freeport Players Guild.
And now it is time to Ask the Doctor.
This is Ask the Doctor. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt. Lawrence from Freeport inquired, "My wife has trouble falling asleep almost every night. What do you recommend for this?" Thanks for your question, Lawrence, and there are many others who have similar sleeping problems. Your wife has what we call insomnia. It is a sleep disorder where there is difficulty falling asleep and or staying asleep. Persons suffering from insomnia may also experience tiredness upon wakening, and if they wake up during the night, they have difficulty falling back asleep. Stress, certain medical conditions such as anxiety, depression, or sleep apnea, medications, caffeine, and nicotine can all have a negative effect on sleep. If left untreated, insomnia can pose serious health risks. Studies have shown that people with insomnia are found to miss work more often, have a higher risk of developing depression, and have overall poorer health. So here are some of my recommendations to prevent insomnia. Have a regular sleep schedule, avoid caffeinated beverages late in the evening, and avoid taking naps in the evening. If these simple changes don't help and you or your partner are still experiencing sleep problems, please discuss your symptoms with your doctor. Natural sleep aids and prescribed medications for insomnia are available. I'm Dr. Monique Pratt, and this has been Ask the Doctor.
And this important message from the power company: customers in the following areas can expect a 2-hour power interruption this evening to allow work crews to make repairs caused by recent lightning storms. The planned outages will take place in the back of town, Bahama Reef and Country Club, Coral Gardens, Lucayan Beach West, North Bahamia, Regency Theater, the Regency Park, Regent Center, Pinta Avenue to Xanadu Circle, Princess Isle, Royal Palmway, Rumkey Drive, Seahorse Village, South Bahamia, Sunset, and Windsor Park. That's a 2-hour power interruption in electricity supply in order to effect repairs at the power plant. Don't go away. A check on sports is up next.
KMW Battery and Tire Sales is offering oil change for just $49.99 plus VAT. Includes oil and filter. KMW is located on West Settlers Way. Where do you go when you're looking for low prices and quality meats? You go to Mulligan's Meats and Spices, KMW Plaza, or Mulligan's Meat and Spices at the rear of the Britannia Mall on Luna Boulevard. New things are happening at Mulligan's Meats. They have everyday low prices on groceries, frozen foods, produce, dairy, health, and beauty care. Visit their meat department where beef, chicken, turkey, and mutton are cut right before your eyes. Mulligan's has everything you need, incredible service, and courteous staff. Mulligan's providing quality products at great prices.
We've raised the stakes. We've raised the bar. We've raised the standard. Your new entertainment playground. Winners take chances. Chances makes winners. Chances remind you to game responsibly.
Love, you look worried today.
Belinda, you know I have 2 more rooms to complete. Now, if I went from 7 to 12%, how in the world am I supposed to do this?
Here at Island Bedding, we know things have been pretty thin for the past few years.
You think?
15 years, Island Bedding has been keeping Bahamian shopping at home by providing quality products at affordable prices.
Belinda, Island Bedding prices is good. It is really, really good. Your price is going to increase also to 12%. Just saying, Belinda.
Nah, Dr. Love, look here. Seeing is believing. With the upcoming change in VAT to 12%, we have adjusted too to keep our products affordable. And we did it too.
Now listen here, Island Bedding have done it again, kicking up a whole notch.
Now you know you're getting value for your dollar.
Visit our showroom today on Queens Highway.
Hello, it's the 4th annual Seagrave Homecoming. August 3rd through 5th. Friday, August 3rd, it's the old school welcome party from 7 p.m. until. Then on Saturday, August 4th, it's the cultural extravaganza from 7 p.m. until. With down home game, domino tournament, top spinning, hopscotch, switcher making contest, and more. And Sunday, August 5th, it closes with a Unity Church service and Cosmo concert. It's the 4th annual Seagrave Homecoming. August 3rd through 5th. Let's celebrate. Don't miss it.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Exquisite Weddings, providing you stunning creations for a memorable occasion. Call today 559-5070.
Topping sports, Grand Bahama swimming sensation Joanna Evans. Grand Bahama should be proud, rather, of our swimming sensation Joanna Evans. She returned home this weekend from the CAC Games with a lot to show, and Jay Philippe has the details.
The Golden Girl is back home as the leader of the Bahamas 6-member team in Colombia at the CAC Games. Evans celebrating her 21st birthday and returned home winning 5 medals at the Games. 3 golds and 2 silvers, arguably the best individual performance ever by a Bahamian in any sport at one competition.
We had a good time. I mean, we had quite a few swimmers go there, and it was quite some youngsters, so it was a lot of people's first trip, and so it was fun just to hang out with all of them. And then Team Bahamas kind of got on a roll, and everyone had pretty fast swims. I think everyone went at least one personal best, so that was a good time. And then we just had like a good crew there with us, and so we just enjoyed the experience and happy to be home now though.
The 3 gold medals came in the 200, 400 and 800 freestyle. The silver medals came in the 100 free and 400 IM. Joanna says the games were extremely beneficial for her as she prepares for the next major international competition on the world scene.
We're going to take just a couple days off, relax and get back to practice. I mean, next year is World Championships, and then you're looking forward to the big one, Tokyo 2020, so just get back to practice and see what we can do.
Joanna is now preparing to return to the University of Texas to complete her senior year with the Longhorns. She reflected on how times has passed so quickly from her freshman year and now possibly walking across the stage next spring with her degree. The Golden Girl offered some good advice to young swimmers across the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
It's one of those things you just have to stick with it. I mean, swimming's one of those unforgiving sports where sometimes you work hard and it just doesn't come to you, but after enough practice and everything, eventually you'll get that breakthrough that you're looking for, and you just got to stick with it and see where it takes you.
Congratulations again, Joanna, on an outstanding performance at the Central American and Caribbean Games in Colombia. Jay Philippe, ZNS Total Sports.
Thanks, Jay. Well, Joanna was absolutely amazing at those games, and we wish her nothing but success as she returns to college. The YMCA Commercial Basketball League playoffs action from the weekend. The fast-track Gym Rats defeated the Ferguson Cutters 70-60 for the series sweep. Franklin netted 21 points, Travis Wildgoose 16, and Desmond Butler 13. The Cutters got 27 from Anton Thompson, Raymond Higgs 12. The Polymers Pistons and the Buckeyes Oilers are tied up at 2-2 with Buckeye taking Game 4 64-46. Khalil Solomon was on fire with 22. Simone Taylor 11 in the win. Former Tabernacle Falcon Catano Moss 15 and Jay Philippe 11 in the loss. Now Game 5 of the YMCA Commercial Basketball League Championship between Buckeye and Polymers will be played tonight at 8:30 p.m. The winner moves on to face the fast-track Gym Rats in the championship. And that's a check on sports.
More on Makeup by Megan Coakley. When you want to look like a star. Phone 443-7979.
Medical Center provides services in family medicine, internal medicine, obstetrics, gynecology, surgery, pain management, psychiatry, audiology, podiatry, and dentistry. We offer laboratory, ECG, X-rays, ultrasound, CAT scans, and MRI scans. Also here, pharmacy, physiotherapy, fitness programs, and pre-employment medical screening. Skilled staff serve you with dignity and confidentiality. Visit Lucayan Medical Center for your healthcare needs.
Hi, I'm Olympia Ferguson from Budget Pest Control. On Grand Bahama, there are only two types of homes, those with termites and those that will have termites. The signs you should look for are drywood termite fecal pellets, subterranean termite shelter tubes, and of course damaged wood. We now have on Grand Bahama the Coctotermes formosanus, or the super termite, which can do extreme damage in a very short period of time. To know more and to protect your investment, contact the termite experts at Budget Pest Control. With us, it's not just a company behind you, but a family. We are located on 13 Forest Avenue. Call us today at 351-7378.
Stay informed on your local weather forecast this 2018 hurricane season. Your #1 news station, the ZNS Television Network. We've got you covered.
Business owners are excited about ZNS Northern Service Storm Central Hurricane Packages because advertising rates are discounted up to 50%. That's right, get 50% off advertising packages this hurricane season from now through November 30th. Call our sales department at 351-3430 or 352-9713 and book your advertising package today.
And that's going to do it for us here in the North. On behalf of our entire ZNS News team, I'm Shishina Wolf-Arkinson. Thank you so much for tuning in.
The public is advised that for its convenience, the passport office issuance section only will be open for collection of passports on the following Saturdays during the month of August 2018 from 9:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturday, August 4th, Saturday, August 11th, Saturday, August 18th, Saturday, August 25th. Where applicable, members of the public are reminded to bring their receipts and passports at the time of collection. Please note that all third-party collections must be accompanied by a signed letter of authorization from the passport holder or guardian, relevant passport and receipt, and a valid government-issued identification. passport, driver's license, or NIB smart card of the person authorized to collect.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the National Report. The government looking for a healthier relationship with nurses. The commitment the health minister has made to the union. Slowing down speeders. Police clamp down after a deadly weekend on the streets of the capital. And a former senator passes away. The Bahamas tonight, the National Report starts now.
Health Minister Dr. Dwayne Sands commits to settle nurses' grievances by the end of next month. Good evening, everyone. I'm Keishla Adderley, and welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. Topping the news tonight, all matters relating to outstanding payments to members of the Bahamas Nurses Union have been addressed, and those nurses should see some resolution in a matter of weeks. That from the health minister today as he shared the good news for nurses. He was addressing the myriad of grievances of the Nurses Union, which have left public health services open to industrial action. When he gave a deadline for the resolution, here's Fern Carey.
Dr. Dwayne Sands says all outstanding matters concerning members of the Bahamas Nurses Union are being addressed. The health minister pointed out that nurses are making a valuable contribution to the nation, and the issues impacting their services, as well as their financial concerns, are being given priority.
Most, if not all of these matters will be dealt with by August of 2018, save for those things that require phenomenal due diligence. There are claims for various allowances and expenses and mileage and so on and so forth that have to be compared to other records. Some of these things have been outstanding since 2015. I wish I could say that it's going to take a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks. But as each matter is resolved, that allows us to make appropriate payments.
The health minister also addressed the controversial new shift system which the Public Hospitals Authority intends to implement for nurses.
The previous executive had agreed in writing to modify a long-standing system whereby the night shift in the Public Hospital Authority systems work 4 shifts on and then they get 4 days off. So 4 on, 4 off. That creates a tremendous challenge for staffing. That has been a bone of contention as to what concessions would be allowed, what premium would be placed on that shift once you went from 4 on, 4 off to 5 on, 2 off. And the PHA has agreed that those nurses should be paid a premium.
Dr. Sands says he's met with union leadership on the matter, and he's hopeful that all of their concerns will be resolved. Now, we reached out to President of the Nurses Union, Amanda Williams, for comment. However, we were unsuccessful. Fern Carey, ZNS Network News.
Well, Health Minister Sands also indicated that all renovation projects at the Princess Margaret Hospital, like at the maternity and chest wards, are also progressing well.
Partnership with the consultant obstetricians and gynecologists, that those wards are being renovated as we speak. There's been good progress. And while the overall square footage is not going to change, I think we should notice a dramatic difference in the ambiance, a more pleasant environment to give birth, and a good start. The chest ward renovations are essentially complete. We now await the delivery and deployment of the new furnishings, beds, bedside tables, etc. And that will do an awful lot to decompress accident emergency.
Well, Dr. Sands also gave an update on further renovations at the PMH. We'll have that in a later newscast. Meantime, the church partnering with the state and providing health care. Medical volunteers from the United States and Europe are in the Bahamas to offer free medical services to persons in need. The clinic opened today at the campus of Bahamas Academy on Marshall Road. Our Jimenita Swain tells us more about the needs they're addressing.
The grounds of Bahamas Academy on Marshall Road were filled with persons seeking medical services. They were all eager to take part in a 4-day Freedom Medical Clinic that started on Monday. General medical services are being offered, including free medical and dental examinations. President of the South Bahamas Conference of Seventh-day Adventists, Pastor Paul Scabella, talks about why the clinic is important.
The clinic is being conducted in conjunction with our health department at the South Bahamas Conference with Freedom Clinic International. It's open to the public. As a matter of fact, I've seen so many people here who are not Adventists, and we're just happy to be able to service the public because that's the mission that God has given us, to help those who are less fortunate, those who have needs. And when we address people's needs, then we're better able to share the gospel with them.
The nonprofit organization has more than 50 volunteers in the country. Executive Director Ann Burnett says every patient is being tested for diabetes and hypertension.
We're screening for that, and anyone with elevated readings will obviously see the medical doctor and be counseled on that. So it's general medicine that's being practiced. For the eye care services that's being offered, it includes an examination, and prescription glasses will be generated. So that's a tremendous blessing to them, I know. And then for dental, which is a tremendous need, I understand, dental services will include examination, where we determine what service needs to be done, and we'll be offering extractions, which I'm told is called pulling here.
These volunteers are more than happy to be a part of the program. In fact, Grace Daly, the Director of Health Services, is a former WNBA player, but she finds much joy now in volunteering, which she's been doing for the last 10 years.
I've done volunteering in dentistry for about 10 years and with United Hands for 2 years. And it's really enjoyable. I love doing this kind of work.
The most important message we want people to know is that you can take responsibility for your health and make positive changes. So my responsibility is to make sure that we teach all the health principles, brushing your teeth, flossing, eating fruits and vegetables.
Now, those free dental, medical, and optical services will be offered here at the Bahamas Academy Center on Marshall Road until August 2nd. Each day they begin at 6 a.m. and it's on a first-come, first-served basis. Jimenita Swain, ZNS Network News.
Free National Movement Chairman Carl Culmer has more criticism for the opposition, chiding their record with Over the Hill. In a statement released today, Culmer said for 5 long years, the PLP controlled the government, and for that time, absolutely nothing was done by the PLP to help the Over the Hill communities. But now they pretend to care. It was not that the PLP did not have the ability to help these residents, he says, or that they didn't know that these residents needed help. He says they campaigned on their promise to deliver, but instead they chose the path that would let them enrich themselves and their politically connected friends and families instead of the people they should have been serving. Now, he says, when they see that Prime Minister Dr. the Honorable Hubert Minnis is delivering on his promises, the same promises that the people of the Over the Hill community support, the party is faking its concern to try and drive a wedge in the country in hopes of regaining political power. Well, still ahead, investigations continue into that massive fire at Strawn's Auto last evening. And more from the CAC Games topping sports. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, your news leader.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Shell, fueling journeys that matter. Summer promotion.
My name is Dawn Pinder. I work at Great Cliff Chocolate and Cigar Company. I am the inventory manager. I have been a customer of Commonwealth Bank for the past 3 years, March 2015 to be exact. At this time, I have a loan with them. That was the reason why I went to Commonwealth Bank. And I now have my checking account and my savings account with Commonwealth Bank. It was easy, simple. They trusted me. I didn't have any accounts with them, and they gave me the loan. I will recommend Commonwealth Bank to my friends. I have actually recommended it to a few of my co-workers here that have had the exact same experience that I've had at Commonwealth Bank. I would definitely say that Commonwealth Bank is the bank for the Bahamian people.
You can count on me. Just call me and I'll come running. No matter the
I got into comedy from the day I was born, and I look up and I saw who my parents was. I know my life is gonna be interesting.
The Bahamian people inspire me, like 100%.
I think the keys of the success to the band Visage has been the ability to stay relevant for the many years that the band has been around.
Technology, it keeps me connected.
What technology have done for me is priceless.
I don't know how I would be able to survive without it.
If I would describe BTC into one word, I would say innovative.
Family all around.
Communications lifeblood of the Bahamas.
Summer is here, and it's the time of year we love getting together with family and friends. And nothing shows your love more than one of KFC's new buckets. KFC's Bucket Love is all about our freshly prepared chicken, delicious sides, and hot buttery biscuits, starting at just $20. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Now, Vanessa, you look stressed though.
Girl, listen, I here on my little piece of lunch break trying to pay these bills. I gotta go head to BTC, then I gotta go fly to BEC, and then I gotta go swim to Water and Switch.
Girl, look, save your time and your gas, all right? Make one stop.
How? Take your backside to Cash and Go. You pay all 3 of them bills one time. It's one line, one place,
What a bunch of locations.
You think I should go now?
Vanessa, you ain't reached yet? Cash and Go. Fast, free, convenient. Call 322-CASH for more information.
Home is more than where the heart is. Home is where the children feel safe. A place where family comes first. Come home today with a BOB residential mortgage. Enjoy attractive rates with up to 25 years to repay. Or use the equity in your home to fund home improvements or other worthwhile needs. Isn't it time you came home to a place of your own? Talk with us today. BOB, your bank of solutions.
We are 700 Wines and Spirits.
From Grand Bahama to San Salvador.
Just around the corner when you need us.
For every celebration
and relaxation.
Committed to quality and service since 1953.
With renowned wines,
rums and spirits.
We are 700 Wines and Spirits. Always with ice cold beer.
And attractive promotions.
Here for you as we've always been. One name, one people, united in wines and spirits.
We are 700 Wines and Spirits.
This portion of the news brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Traffic accidents have killed 3 people in the capital since Friday, and officials say speed was the common denominator in those cases. Despite motorists again being encouraged to slow down in light of these recent tragedies, traffic police say it seems as though residents still aren't adhering to the speed limits. Sieska Adderley tells us tonight how many offenders they stopped in their tracks today.
Motorists traveling west on John F. Kennedy Drive between 5:15 and 5:45 Monday morning found themselves under the gun, the traffic gun that is, as officers conducted a speed check. Many were found in violation of the speed limit in a short space of time.
We have reported at least 45 persons within that 45-minute period. We are asking persons that when you leave out, to leave out in a timely fashion, so avoid having to speed to get to your destination. So we're asking persons to slow down. Slow down and be observant of what's going on around you.
Sergeant Crestania Johnson from the Traffic Division isn't surprised by the numbers, though, as the area is considered to be a speeding hotspot. She reveals why this continues to be the case.
Everybody's thinking that the road is clear. We can get to our location in a hurried time, so let's speed up a bit. In addition to that, we are persons who leave out late. Bahamian persons, we people, we are all the time, we're taking our times, and we don't want to plan ahead of time. So just proper planning. It's going to get us to that location and get us to that location within a timely fashion. The main thing is slow down. Slow down, and like I said before, plan your route. Plan ahead of time.
Apart from speeding, persons were also cited for other infractions, including no seatbelt and insufficient lighting. And in an effort to promote road safety, officers say they will do what they must to slow motorists down before an abrupt and permanent stop is made on their life through a traffic fatality. Sia Scatterly, ZNS Network News.
Firefighters worked into the wee hours of this morning battling a massive blaze at Strawn's Auto off Soldier Road. Fire Services Director Chief Superintendent Walter Evans says officers got the call after 9 o'clock Sunday, and when they arrived on the scene, the eastern section of the facility was ablaze. Hundreds of cars were on fire, and due to the intense flames, nearby homes were evacuated. Authorities also shut down power in the area as a safety precaution. All units had to be called in to deal with the fire, and fortunately, no one was injured. Investigations are ongoing. Former Senator Toledo Strawn has passed away. Strawn served in the Senate between 1987 and 1992 under the Progressive Liberal Party and was an activist for women's rights. She's been described as one who brought reason but a fierce determination to any cause which the party advanced. Strawn is the mother of former parliamentarian Melanie Griffin.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
This is your Royal Fidelity Business News. Real estate brokers turned out by the dozens last week for a reception at Palm Key to get in on the ground floor with involvement in the new $100 million marina project. It includes 84 luxury condos overlooking the popular marina and ranging in price from $800,000 to $1.9 million for the penthouse. Christine Wallace-Whitfield, president of the Bahamas Real Estate Association, BREA, says inventory is always a major concern for real estate agents and brokers, so when we learn of a major development projects like this, especially waterfronts and at the right price point, it's exciting. The Bahamas is the first country in the Caribbean and Latin America to implement a national credentialing system using blockchain technology. The government successfully completed a pilot project, Bahamas Block Certs, which will radically improve the national system of creating, issuing, viewing, and verifying national certificates of varied types. Long-term, this could include training certificates, academic diplomas and degrees, business licenses, and tax compliance certificates, and a host of other national credentials. And in international business news, just under 1 year to Brexit, the UK government is fighting off accusations that it's not doing enough to prepare for a scenario where Britain crashes out of the European Union without a deal. The latest battle is over potential food shortages and whether the government or private sector should be stockpiling supplies to protect against border delays. Britain imports half of its food from abroad, and industry groups have warned that new tariffs and customs delays could lead to empty shelves and soaring prices. This has been your Royal Fidelity Business News.
The Bahamas National Trust hosted an amazing ecotourism camp for the young environmentalists of the nation this past month.
EcoCamp 2018 was a blast for me. Personally, I learned many new things, had great experiences, did things I've never done. I mean, I live in Long Island, so I've swum in a blue hole before, but the jump was really a thrill, as they described it. I actually caught my first bonefish, tagged it. That was a lot of fun. We learned about new things, you know, mangroves, bonefish, wetlands of the Bahamas National Parks, why they are important to our Bahama land, and we learned how to conserve our water and our resources for future generations.
When it comes to natural beauty, the Bahamas has some of the most breathtaking sights, from the world's deepest blue hole, the third largest fringing barrier reef, and the largest colony of pink flamingos. Our ecotourism is unlike any other.
The Ministry of Tourism is always happy to partner with organizations such as the Bahamas National Trust in molding our future marine biologists, our future ecotour operators, our future environmentalists. These are all careers that we see as important, and camps such as these assist with molding them and to teaching them about the conservation aspects, how the environment impacts us, as well as the different livelihoods that are sustained by the marine environment.
The Ministry of Tourism is proud to support B&T as they continue to shape the future of ecotourism. This is Danielle Bodie for Tourism Today.
Extraordinary could be right there in front of you, without you even knowing it. It's something unique, rich and rewarding, full of character. A bold expression of flavor like no other. Discover extraordinary flavor. Guinness, made of more.
Know how you can save more money, save more time, earn more interest, and have more for the future? The solution is an account from Fidelity Bank. With our ASU Savings, fixed deposits, and preferred client program, you can get free financial advice from our team of experts, competitive interest rates, and free online banking for simple and safe banking anytime, anywhere. Open a fixed deposit or savings account with Fidelity by visiting a branch today. Get into the rhythm of saving with Fidelity. Fidelity, we're good for you.
What is a promise? A promise fulfilled can mean so much. A bond, a commitment, a vow. It's a yes in a world of maybes. We made a promise to you, and we delivered. Our superfast LTE network is now on every island. And every day we invest in local communities and technology so we can deliver the best of everything to you. Our promise is our guarantee. And now we promise our best is yet to come. Alive, believe in best.
It's Junkanoo Summer Festival time again. Delicious food, drinks, cultural games, races, kiddie corner, culinary demonstrations, the rhythm band, spank band, Falcons, the world famous Valley Boys, One Family, Saxon Superstars, Roots, and much more. Bring your entire family to Arawaki every Saturday in July and August 4th, 1 p.m. until. For more information, contact the Bahamas Ministry of Tourism and Aviation at 302-2000.
This is Junkanoo Summer Festival.
Free, reliable, anytime, anywhere, and instant. That's the benefits of using RBC's digital banking, ATM services, or mobile app. Pay bills, check account balances, transfer funds, and more. Enjoy the freedom of banking on your own terms. Why wait in line? Save time. Do your banking using RBC's digital banking, ATM services, or mobile app. Visit rbc.com/Caribbean to find out more.
Independence Day, sunny days, regattas, and homecomings are all a part of Bahamian summers, as are the weekly specials at Super Value and quality supermarkets. Feliz Ready Cut Macaroni 400-gram box, 99 cents. Whole chicken wings, $1.59 per pound. Kraft salad dressings, 8-ounce bottle, 2 for $3. Joy Dish liquids, 30-ounce size, $2.99. Sweet cherries, $3.99 per pound. Carolina Pride ham, 10-ounce size, $2.99. Bahamian and proud, that's Super Value and quality supermarkets.
Statistics show that the Bahamas spends $1.4 billion on food imports each year. Well, the Ministry of Agriculture's Entrepreneur Empowerment Summer Camp was all about teaching young people how to create and manufacture goods and get those numbers down. During a closing ceremony today at the Maulet Marathon, Agriculture Minister the Honorable Michael Pintard applauded the youngsters and talked about the importance of a creative economy.
The actress Mary Lou Cook described creativity as inventing, experimenting, growing, taking risks, breaking rules, making mistakes, and having fun. Clearly, the exhibition that you see before you demonstrate that our young people have done all of those things, and they are truly a part of our creative economy. And as many of you know, the creative sector is one of the fastest growing segments of national economies internationally.
One of the students we talked to says the camp changed her outlook on life.
Embarked on the camp. I wasn't quite sure about it. I didn't really have a lot of knowledge on agriculture or being an entrepreneur. I basically had my goals in life already set out. But as I got into the different lectures, like the 10 lectures that we did, I realized that even with my goals of wanting to be a heart surgeon and a track and field athlete, that I could still be an entrepreneur on the side and save money as well, because as you can see, we made crafts, jams, pepper sauce, and facial products what I really liked.
The Smart and Strong Sisterhood and movement that aims to empower young girls teamed up with a number of organizations, including Miss World Bahamas, to put on a summer camp this week. Crystal Darling has the story.
Summer break is nearing its end, but there are a few summer camps that are still open, including this one by the Smart and Strong Sisterhood, where girls learned how to build robots. The camp is being held this week at the University of the Bahamas. The president of SAS says that they are aiming to break the societal mold that pressures girls to pursue so-called feminine careers.
Girls are heavily underrepresented in the sciences. You'll find that in primary school, girls are really excited about science, but as they get older, they drift away from it. Our main objective is to get girls involved in STEAM careers, so that's science, technology, engineering, the arts, and math. And we thought a robotics camp would be a good way to do that, because they learn a little bit of physics, a little bit of engineering, as well as some coding, because they have to program the robots in order for them to move.
With the Island Game as one of the sponsors for the program, brand ambassador Miss World Bahamas Bernice Gibson spoke to us about how she relates to the children at the camp.
As I was growing up, I remember telling my family that I actually wanted to be a chef, and a lot of people told me that, that's a man's job. And I think all too often we have people that now tell young females in particular which fields or which roles they should fit in. And I believe that everyone should have an opportunity to choose their own path.
Along with teaching the girls about robots, there will be additional lessons in the sciences, arts, and self-defense. The camp will continue for the rest of the week, and a number of other guest speakers will interact with the group. Crystal Darling, ZNS Network News.
Well, stay tuned. You're watching The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. We'll be back after this break.
We've all got plans for our golden years. Unfortunately for many, this may just be wishful thinking. To generate an annual income in retirement of $70,000 for 20 years at a rate of return of 5%, with inflation running at 3%, requires more than $1.1 million. So how do you save that much money? Many companies provide a group pension plan to help their employees by deducting an amount each month from their pay to contribute to the plan. Personal Pension Plan, or PPP, is similar to a group plan, but offered only to individuals. These plans offer many of the same benefits and features. Contact us for more information on pensions.
Move forward, Bahamas, and build high into the sky. Move upward and colorize those new walls. Move onward and build a garden to last a lifetime. Move together and settle into that new home. There's a lot of places you can do it for yourself, but there's one place to do it right. Builders Mall. We know exactly what motto you live by, and even the pros know building is just a part of what we do. So move forward, Bahamas. And remember, you can find it all at Builders Mall.
This is Triple P with the Island News Network, where we are always in the know. And yes, I did get a promotion. We are here in Fresh Creek, Andros, yes, continuing to investigate our story on the Island Game and their Percy's pension plan. Now here are the facts. 13 minutes, $250,000 in cash, where one winner will be able to win $1,000 a week for a year. Can you imagine? A pension plan indeed. And in Fresh Creek, Andros, we have a lady who has experienced exactly that. And we're going to find out, how did she do it? How did you do it?
Great. I played with Percy's Island Game and caught the pension. And boy, it sure eased a lot of tension.
Ease the tension with Percy's Island Pension. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it right here first with the Island News Network, where we are always in the know.
At Outback Marathon Mall, there are no rules, and that's just right. We are the tasty and affordable choice for both indoor and outdoor dining, watching the big game on big screens, or just having a few with friends at the bar. Our friendly staff at Outback love to make your family dinners, lunch meetings, hangouts, and birthday celebrations a blooming good time. Dine in, take out, or have us bring Outback to your event with just a call. At Outback, there are no rules, and that's just right.
We are Machinery and Energy Limited, your cat dealer for the Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, and the Cayman Islands. We also carry a selection of allied brands like JLG, Wacker Neuson, and Solaire. Our extensive product line includes tractors, excavators, backhoe loaders, telehandlers, forklifts, light towers, aerial equipment, marine engines, and of course, our specialty cat generator sets. Need parts or equipment maintenance? We offer that too. Everything you need all in one place. Visit one of our branches in Nassau, Freeport, or Abaco for your construction and power generation needs.
Shell is taking you on an exciting journey with its summer promotion. Now through September 14th, enter for your chance to win a brand new 2018 Toyota Yaris. Just make a minimum purchase of $20 worth of fuel from any Shell service station in Nassau. Answer the skill question on the entry form and submit. The grand prize will be drawn on September 14th. Other weekly prizes include free fuel vouchers and VIP packages to see Jay-Z and Beyonce live in concert August 31st at the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. For more info, visit their Facebook page at Sunoil Bahamas.
Hey, long time no see.
You hear me?
Long time no see.
Boiled fish, stewed fish, stew conch. I love it all.
Tourists come here to take our tours, experience our sun, sand, and sea, and they also spend money around town.
I used to see a bunch of hogfish around here, but nowadays I hardly see any.
You protect one area, the fish do their thing, make a bunch of babies that spread all over the sea. What's the problem?
If we protect certain parts of our sea, it keeps all parts working right.
I was against that phrase, but knowing what I know now, I totally agree with having marine protected areas.
I support marine protected areas.
We support marine protected areas.
Look for Bahamas Protected on Facebook.
Sign the petition. Sign the petition.
All right, it's time now for a check of your weather. In Basel, I understand it felt like 103 today. I'm catching on with the heat indexes.
Well, yes, it was pretty warm today, but we did have a brisk wind, which brought some comfort to those warm temperatures, and we expect that pattern to continue again tomorrow. And right now, we're going to take a look at temperatures around the Family Islands, and they are brought to you by Family Guardian Insurance Company. We're protecting you. 86 degrees in Freeport, Grand Bahama, Green, Turtle Key, and Abaco, Marsh Harbor at 87. In the Berry Islands, 84 degrees. Allenstown, Bimini at 82. 83 in Harbor Island, Rock Sandy, Lutra, 84. 84 also in Otterstown, Cadalum. Staniel Key, 85. 85 in Kemps Bay, South Andrews. Fresh Creek in Central Andrews at 83 degrees. In San Salvador and Rumkey, 84, 83 in Georgetown, Exuma, 83 in Betsy Bay, Meguana, Crooked Island, 84, Clarencetown, Long Island, and Ragged Island, also 84 degrees. In Acklands, it is 83, 85 degrees in Matsutown, Inagua, and the Turks and Caicos Islands at 83 degrees. Your boating forecast tonight is brought to you by Builders Mall, home of FYP, the Tile King, and the Paint Center. In the northwestern parts of our country tonight, right through Wednesday, we don't anticipate any change in our wind profile. They will remain out of the southeast at 12 to 18 knots. Wave heights 3 to 6 feet with a moderate chop. High tide takes place later on tonight at 9:31. And then for the central and southeastern islands, again, right through Wednesday, the middle part of the week, southeast winds with caution flags in place. The speeds 15 to 20 knots, choppy seas at 4 to 7 feet over the ocean. And that's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your travel forecast. And your travel forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. And that's going to do it for your travel forecast, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. But stay tuned, your extended weather forecast is coming up in about 25 minutes.
Welcome to Tips for Wellness. I'm Dr. Indira Grimes. End-of-life care is the term used to describe the support and medical care given during the time surrounding death. Such care does not happen only in moments before breathing ceases or the heart stops beating. Older people often live with one or more chronic illnesses and need a lot of care for days, weeks, and even months before death. When a doctor says something like, "I'm afraid the news is not good, there are no other treatments for us to try, I'm sorry," it may close the door to the possibility of a cure, but it does not end the need for medical support, nor does it end the involvement of family and friends. There are many ways to provide care for an older person who is dying. Such care often involves a team and some planning. Being a caregiver for someone at the end of life can be physically and emotionally exhausting. In the end, accept that there are no perfect ways to die, just the best you can do for the one you love. And the pain of losing someone close to you may be softened a little because when you were needed, you did what you could. Talk to your family doctor for more information about end-of-life care and planning. This has been Tips for Wellness. I'm Dr. Indira Grimes. Live your best life by living well.
Little Generals on East Street South is well known for the best quality and lowest prices on all your grocery and houseware needs. Little Generals has a large selection of meats, produce, dairy items, water and juices, all your favorite snacks, housewares, vegan products, gourmet items, and health supplements. Anything you can think of, it's all sold right here at Little Generals. Little Generals also provides the best customer service, making you want to come back again and again. So visit Little Generals today on East Street South. Call 325-5798.
AID features Napa Auto Parts which meet or exceed OE specifications. Parts for Asian vehicles are available at great prices. Filters from $2, brakes from $22, tie rod ends from $21, head gaskets from $10, and fuel pumps from $32. AID is also your destination for the best selection of automotive accessories. Hubcap sets from $22.45, steering wheel covers from $4.50, car mat sets from $8.45, and seat covers from $34.44. Wipers, wash and wax products, motor oils, and automotive chemicals for every vehicle. Angle grinders from $44.53, pressure washers from $162. For the month of July, all radiators and Napa water pumps are 15% off at all AID locations. AID is now open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Sunday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. AID, Blue Hill Road and Wolf Road have all you really need and more.
Whether you want to get going in a new car, to relax at home while you pay bills on your mobile banking app, to get the best rewards with your credit card, or to get a sure start on your little one's future. Whether you want a quick response on your loan, or just a range of services that keep your business running smoothly, you want banking that fits your life. CIBC First Caribbean, banking that fits your life.
It is summertime, which means it's the busy travel season. So before you head off on your vacations, BTC would like for you to know that we still have the best roaming rates, which will make your vacation that much better. So tell us what it is, how does it work?
So roaming allows you to use your phone when you're traveling. And of course, we are going into the peak travel season. Prior to you traveling to the United States, the best thing to do is to top up your phone, because you're going to need money in order to roam. A lot of persons think that if I purchase a data plan or if I purchase a combo plan, I'm going to be able to use that when I'm traveling. The plans that you purchase here are for local use only. Once you travel into the US or into another country, you're now on another country's network. And then also now with the travel plans, you can actually plan a little bit before you go ahead. So while you're at the airport waiting in line at Bahamas Air, you can purchase a travel plan, dial star 203 pound and select the travel plans, and you can actually purchase that plan and be ready to go. And then when you land, you'll connect to AT&T or T-Mobile and you're ready to go. Even if you're just traveling and using your phone normally without a travel plan, you're getting the best rates.
We covered a lot of information here, so if you have any additional information that you need to know, please feel free to call our customer helpline at 225-5282. I'm Corbell Pyfrom, and we'll see you next BTC Connection.
G&M Appliances on Robinson Road has all your air conditioning needs this summer, like the Comfort Star 9000 and 12,000 BTU 13 SEER for just $399. Or how about the Comfort Star 18,000 BTU just $599? Or how about the Comfort Star 24,000 or $36,000 at the lowest prices possible? We also carry a large selection of air conditioning parts such as fans, compressors, filters, capacitors, or any part you may need. So, call today at 328-2083. We're located on Robinson Road. That's 3.
No matter what your goals are in life, you have to start somewhere. It all begins with Leno. Leno, bridging possibilities. Call us at 396-3225 or email info@lenobahamas.com.
Introducing the Subway Simple 6 menu. 6 of our best 6-inch subs, now and made just for you meals for just $7.50 every day. Take your pick from our best subs, like the Italian BMT, tender turkey breast, sweet onion chicken teriyaki, and more. Pile them high with all of your favorite veggies, made just the way you say, with a 21-ounce drink and a bag of chips. The new Simple 6 menu is value made simple every day. Yeah, you so got it made. Subway, eat fresh.
What things do you value? Even if we value something, we can still lose or misplace it, like a credit card. You can freeze your Visa credit or debit card from CIBC First Caribbean in a flash to stop unauthorized use. CIBC First Caribbean, banking that fits your life.
ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Welcome to sports, everybody. A busy Sunday for Team Bahamas at the 23rd edition of the Central American and Caribbean Games in Colombia. Kelsey Johnson has a recap.
Ken Mullings picked up 850 points with his 2.05 meter clearance in the men's high jump event in the decathlon. Mullings accumulated 3,188 points on day one. Day one for athletics saw both hurdlers Katrina Seymour and Andre Colebrook settle into the blocks. Seymour was in the second heat of the women's 400-meter hurdles. She came in sixth in a time of 58.37 seconds.
The first hurdle pretty strong. What I just wanted to do, because I know lane 2 was very competitive. She's behind me. I said to myself, if she caught me too soon, then I wasn't doing what I needed to do. But I attacked the first few hurdles, and then I tried to maintain and just finish the race.
As for Colebrook, he posted 51.45 seconds for 6th in his heat.
It wasn't a good race for me altogether. Stumbled on a few hurdles, couldn't get the technique down, and couldn't get my leg down in time.
Running in the inner lane, was that also difficult for you?
It was sort of difficult for me because like my first time running in the inner lane, so I mean, I don't know. It was hard.
Did you have an opportunity to look at the time? If so, are you pleased with it?
No, not pleased. I ran faster.
The doubles team of Simone Pratt and Daniel Thompson were handed a loss on Sunday 2-6 and 1-6 by the Colombian team. They will now play for the bronze medal.
I felt we could have done a little bit better, but I mean, it's our first time actually playing together. We don't really have much experience playing together, but I feel like we fought and we tried our best.
I definitely think that our energy could have been a little bit higher, and on the big points, like the deuce points, we could have, I guess, been more aggressive. Wasn't there today, but overall, like Simone said, you know, there's always room for improvement.
The men's national basketball team unable to net a win in their tournament opener against Mexico. Team Bahamas came within 10 points, but then allowed their opponents to go on a 9-0 run, which resulted in an 83-65 victory.
I tell you what, I mean, that's our real first test. I mean, it is what it is. We didn't have many games coming in, but I thought they did a good job, and I think what they really was able to accomplish in the last closing minutes is momentum going into the game tomorrow, which is important right now.
The Bahamas got 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 steal from Jackson Jacob, and 11 points, 6 rebounds from Michael Furley Bain Jr. The team struggled from behind the arc, connecting only on 3 of the 20 shots fired. Reporting from Barranquilla, Colombia, where the 23rd edition of the Central American and Caribbean Games is taking place, I'm Kelsey Johnson, ZNS Total Sports.
While the CAC games are going on in Colombia, the CAC Bodybuilding and Fitness Championships took place over the weekend in Mexico. Paul Wilson capturing the gold in the men's bodybuilding lightweight division. The Bahamas also securing 2 golds in men's physique. In Class C, it was Wellington Wallace, while Raynor Ferguson finished on top in Class D. In the E class, James Bain got the bronze. This was one of 2 top 3 finishes for Bain, who also secured silver in the men's junior physique. Joining Bain on the podium in that division was Jeremy Masiewicz, who took a bronze there. In the men's muscular physique, Rashid Edgecombe got a silver. In body fitness, Lindsay Curry securing a bronze, while in the bikini fitness C class, Shakira Ferguson won a bronze as well. Well, still abroad, William Stanhope closing out his stint at the Under-23 World Rowing Championships in Bulgaria over the weekend. He finished 3rd in the D finals for the men's single sculls. His time there was 7:50.21. The Pan American Bowling Confederation Senior and Super Senior Bowling Championships will take place August 18th through the 25th in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Team Bahamas putting in the time at Mario's. Representing the 242 on the men's side in the senior division will be David Slatter, Lee Davis, Tyrone Knowles, and Sonath Lockhart. The Super Seniors, Yul Hoyt and Greg Taylor. The ladies include Marina McLean, Joanne Powell, Johnny Lockhart, Kayla Nixon, and Janice Hoyt. Bahamians and visitors alike about a month away from being able to relive all the greatness in the history of 242 sports. And as Charles Fisher tells us, it's courtesy of the Bahamas Sports Museum.
Situated at the foot of the Porter's Key Dock Bridge in the old Gold's Gym building, will consist of memorabilia and photos of any athlete that has made it to the world stage in their sport, geared mostly for school-age kids.
We want them to come on field trip visits, come into the museum, look around, learn about these people. There'll be books and all to go with these heroes that they can read about later. But just to see them identify, know that there was a Kingsley Poitier and a Glenn Wells who were top of the world, and they didn't know anything about it.
There are various walls, the GOAT, greatest of all time, that features Dame Albertha Isaacs, Sir Edward Knowles, Andre Rogers, and Gomeo Brennan, just to name a few. Then there's the track and field wall for Olympic, World, Commonwealth, and Pan Am Games medalists, and a wall called A Walk Down Memory Lane.
Since everybody didn't make it at the top, but there are a lot of people interested in local stuff and who did what. You'll see a lot of people on that wall who travel with teams or boxing here at the stadium or at Ponciana, just to give a little interest so you could come in and see if you see yourself or your granddaddy or your daddy down memory lane.
And monitors also line the walls.
You'll see someone like Pauline Davis, Tonique, Avad, they'll come up and it'll say, meet Pauline Davis Thompson. She started a career in '82. She was at Carifta, blah, 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 blah. And then it goes on to say, but she's best remembered for winning a gold medal at the 2000 Olympic Games in Sydney. And then the race will be shown.
So how has owner Stanley Mitchell able to preserve all this history?
When you're married and your wife ain't into sports or nothing like that, and you come home and you meet her going with your box of pictures or videotapes, say these little mini DVs, and throwing them out, and you say, no, and you have to stop it, and then you have to try to find a room that will be cool enough to keep these things from fraying. It's been years and years of work.
Lots of history in this one building, which will officially open to the public in September. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
The Emancipation Holiday weekend fast approaching, and it's a big one for the Exumas.
Exuma is always a lively place when it comes to homecoming and regatta. I'm excited about this weekend. I'll be headed to Black Point, perhaps on Saturday, and then headed over to Rollville. Rollville is one of the oldest regattas in the Bahamas. The onshore activities, absolutely spectacular. Maureen Musgrove leads the onshore activity. She does a tremendous job in doing so. Everything from plotting of the maypole to keen eating competition in Black Point, equally exciting. They have the Ugly Man competition. I'm excited about that as well. But Exuma really is a very vibrant community in terms of culture, in terms of regatta, in terms of the economy.
And that will do it for sports. Stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight comes back after the break.
ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Life happens, and when it does, FG Insurance Agents and Brokers is here. We help you protect the assets you've worked hard to attain. We offer home, auto, marine, commercial, and liability insurance. Don't hesitate to protect what matters with FG Insurance Agents and Brokers. Visit us and speak to your agent today, or call us at 396-1490 in Nassau or 688-1500 in Freeport.
Looking to upgrade your refrigerator stove or purchase an affordable home generator? We've got the perfect solution for you. Alma's Welding and Fire is the best choice for the lowest prices in town. We carry top-of-the-line outdoor barbecue grills, air conditioners, refrigerators, stoves, generators, industrial hardware, and garden supplies with a wide assortment of tools and accessories. Open Monday through Saturday. Telephone 394-0004. BWF, we're more than just our name.
Life is better with Rubis Rewards. Just fuel up and swipe for your chance to win free fuel, cash back in our stores, restaurant and store discounts from our partners, plus prizes and surprises. It doesn't get better than this. Your Rubis Reward tag is free at every Rubis service station in New Providence. Get yours today. Rubis, it's just better.
At Outback Marathon Mall, there are no rules, and that's just right. We are the tasty and affordable choice for both indoor and outdoor dining, watching the big game on big screens, or just having a few with friends at the bar. Our friendly staff at Outback love to make your family dinners, lunch meetings, hangouts, and birthday celebrations a blooming good time. Dine in, take out, or have us bring Outback to your event with just a call. At Outback, there are no rules, and that's just right.
Today is a day for fun.
Today is a day for family, so why should yesterday's worries affect my today? That's why I insure my family with J.S. Johnson, because their mission is to provide us with the best insurance coverage possible. With J.S. Johnson, I know my family comes first, so I take comfort in knowing that they always have us covered, providing us with a great today and an even better tomorrow.
J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, giving you peace of mind.
Clean clothes for the family, uniforms for the baby, suit for mommy and daddy. We wash the suppressants to clean the suit. If you wanna look fly and you wanna look clean, if you wanna look fresh, better than all the rest. Bring on your church clothes and all your work clothes. Bring on your children clothes. Super wash.
What you see and hear on this television station is governed by IRCA's Code of Practice for Content Regulation. The Code of Practice covers matters relating to program content that are of concern to the community, such as local content, news, current affairs, programs for children, advertising, including political advertisements, and the responsibilities associated with broadcasting in the Bahamas. The code also covers aspects such as access services for the hearing and visually impaired, and the procedure for lodging a complaint about anything broadcast by this station. The code is available on the IRCA website at www.ircabahamas.bs. To receive a copy of the code by mail or in person, you may telephone IRCA at 242-393-0234. Family Island dialing is toll-free at 1-242-300-8722. Or you may send a request by email to info@ircabahamas.bs.
The public is advised that for its convenience, the Passport Office Issuance Section only will be open for collection of passports on the following Saturdays during the month of August 2018 from 9:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturday, August 4th. Saturday, August 11th, Saturday, August 18th, Saturday, August 25th. Where applicable, members of the public are reminded to bring their receipts and passports at the time of collection. Please note that all third-party collections must be accompanied by a signed letter of authorization from the passport holder or guardian, relevant passport and receipt, and a valid government-issued identification, passport, driver's license, or NIB smart card of the person authorized to collect.
The Morning Edition is here on the ZNS Television Network, waking up to traffic, weather, news, and developing stories. It's the Morning Edition with your ZNS News team, waking you up.
Time now for weather.
In our final look at weather, we're now 60 days into the tropical cyclone season, and we have absolutely nothing to report. And by the way, I'm not complaining at all. Still have those strong upper level winds that are shearing off the top of any kind of convection over the tropics, and that will remain in place at least for the next 5 days. Still have that mid to low level trough just to the west of the Bahamas, continuing to keep the area unstable, and we anticipate some showers developing late tonight and during the early morning hours. Meanwhile, over the central islands, high pressure is in control, so some reasonably good weather there for you. But in the southeast Bahamas, there is a tropical wave that is advancing towards the west, and that will bring some showers to the Turks and Caicos Islands and the extreme southeast Bahamas, which includes Meg Warner and Matutani Nagua during the course of the night and tomorrow morning. Tonight, we're going in for partly cloudy conditions with showers developing late and during the early morning hours. An isolated thunderstorms very likely in spots, and your low temperature tonight should get down to about 79 degrees. Tomorrow, we're looking at partly sunny, a bit on the breezy side. Those showers will develop in the morning hours again, And we're looking for some breaks in the afternoon, a similar pattern as we had today, but by tomorrow night again, the showers will return back into our forecast. High temperature tomorrow getting up to 89 degrees, and extended weather forecast for the next 7 days. Showers continuing into Tuesday, promising to dry out for you on Wednesday, and we'll hold that right through the weekend. So it looks as though a beautiful weekend is shaping up for you, and we're going to keep those temperatures in check just around the seasonal level.
Seasonal level at 103.
90 degrees is seasonal, but again, you know, when we bring that heat index in, that relative humidity, that creates another situation for us. So tomorrow we can look about 102 degrees in terms of what you feel and not what the actual air temperature is.
All right, thanks, Baz. Well, that does it for us in the Bahamas tonight, but don't forget to wake up with us at 7 a.m. tomorrow for the morning edition of the ZNS Television News. And with that, we end news in the National Report. On behalf of all of us, thanks so much for looking in. Good night.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
This program is made possible by the sponsorship of BTC and Commonwealth Bank, and by viewers like you. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Beverly Curry, and welcome to Ordinary People. In this segment, we are showcasing the talents of two Long Islanders, one who is using his imagination to bring out the best of the sea life, while the other is promoting healthy lifestyles.